Let's finish this.
I'm sick!
You won't get through this! That'll show him. Patience. Come on! Come on!
Coming to the right!
Take a moment, people. Some kind of crystal on top of that hill. Might be best to leave it alone.
someone to help you. Please, if you just...
Traveler, what business have you here with me?
Careful how you talk to this one. It's got a captive.
Well, what is it? You and I are talking. A rare luxury for one of my kind, I've found. Because they attacked me. Because now, you and I must talk. If you care for her life, we must talk. Then you will be disappointed.
But I promise,
Gillian, now, will you speak with me? I am ill. I am dying. But I am not beyond hope. Not if I can get a cure for my molder lung in time. Because then I shall release Gillian. You will. I am glad that... I am glad you will help. I apologize. My breath left me for a moment. What I need is this. Gillian said the caravan carried a book. One with a recipe. It should cure my condition. Bring me the cure. When you do, I shall let Gillian go free. I spent much of my strength already. I must rest. But make no mistake, I don't lack the strength to rend you if I must. I ask again, will you help me? Thank you, traveler. The caravan is northeast of here. You may speak to Gillian too if she can be of any use. We will be here waiting. So you've come back. Have you brought what I then return when you do?
What's happened here? Let's have a look.
Watch yourselves. Unseek!
I'm coming for you. Next. These tracks lead off the main road. Might as well see where they go.
This would be a great spot, but there is so many of them.
This seems to be a prosperous
Watch your right!
Glad that.
They're coming!
Another one!
I'm sick!
Gather round! Well struck! We've got company!
Here they come. Nice job. Take a shot. On your right.
Come on!
go.
Look alive! Couldn't have done it better.
I never thought I'd say this, but I miss the farms.
Wait, dude, Mayo. It's Cosme. Just let me handle this.
What? Marius? No. You must be a ghost. A curse.
That would be news to me.
You. You're alive. You. Asshole. You show your face now? Now? We used to be friends, or so I thought. But then this Gitule left, unannounced. No note, no nothing. Didn't even say goodbye to Iancu. And now you cozy up here, after 3 years, with an adherent godlike, no less? No offense. What are you all doing at the ass end of the living lands anyway?
You know I wouldn't be here if it wasn't important. We need to speak to the council.
You know the rules. Outsiders cannot enter without express permission of the council.
Or with an honored warden.
Which you are not. I shouldn't even be talking to either of you. It's forbidden. Why, you pencil-pushing, goat-kissing little bookworm! I ought to stab you for that!
Try it, and see how quickly I forget that we both grew up here. Do you think the council will care about your promises when a death guard and her army turns Solace inside out?
Wait a minute. You've grown an edge since you left. I'll let you in, but be warned. Solace is not as it was, Marius.
I doubt it. Nothing really changes in Solace.
You'll see for yourself. The council isn't what it was. Keep a watchful eye. Lower it on down. Quickly now.
Drawbridges and high walls, and no defense against the Dream Scourge.
Just be aware, people of Solace are just as stubborn as its walls. cards. Here we go.
If it's the new recruit playing games again, I'm... Every day, the same thing.
No one cares about protocol anymore. Drunk out there, I'm going to turn them into leather.
You have these mountains. The council is going to lose its mind.
Fresh? Call this fresh?
Duty won't feed us, Mother. Duty won't keep us from dying.
How do you talk to your mother? Say, start my town.
Welcome back to... Oh, because Nails, an outsider. Nobody told me to expect outsiders. Welcome to... No, I can't say I am. Do you have any questions about Solace Keep? Besides Counselors Mikhala and Kostia, you mean? Well, I suppose there's Joffrey. He's been the acting captain ever since Petru's disappearance. Forge Master Della makes sure our smithing operations run smoothly. And I believe Chief Engineer Cabral was having problems with, something. I don't know what exactly. A word of warning before you enter. You are the first outsiders to visit the keep in longer than I know. It is an honor to have you. Enjoy your visit to Solace Keep.
Sanctuary of Knowledge. Hasn't changed a bit.
This keep is full of old memories. Let's make some better ones.
I hope the expedition to the Slumbering Fields is doing all right. Shouldn't they have returned by now? Expedition? What are you talking about? Did I miss something? You haven't heard? Some wardens were sent to investigate the problems with the aqueducts. Ah, no, I haven't. May the power of
have to bring this to the Council's attention. No, I couldn't possibly. It's too precious. Safe. In the drawer. Look at this crowd. And outside.
Outsider. Feel like helping us out?
Right.
Put that. Be careful. We've taken. Be careful. Some of that.
Oh, great. Outsider. Fanny, what do you want? You need something? Never once, and now that I have, I can't say I care for it. Leave our keep and our garden be. That's all I'll say on that.
Listen, everyone wants seconds, okay? You can get back in line or wait until next meal. Well, I don't... thought you were... Let me start over. I am the ringleader of the circus. No one does anything without a belly full of whatever we're warming up here today. Honestly, Marius here would catch something better than I could rustle up for you.
I just do what I do. You make last week's salt pork taste like this week's salt pork.
Take a compliment, Amaku. You're a good hunter. Always would. I have a little time to chat right now. What can I do for you?
Understand.
Abigail, patron.
The outsiders. Welcome. hope you don't mind if I shout a bit. I feel like it's impossible to hear anything over all this banging and quenching. Indeed, they came down to tell us that we had outsiders about. I swore I misheard. I probably should have cleaned up the place. Indeed. Some of it is all the noise, but some of it is that I'm new to this job. Hazing is what it is. I am Forge Master Della. Recently appointed, I should add. Old Master Tassa passed away. The council appointed me.
Master Tassa died? I figured that old lady would live forever.
So did I. Turns out death comes for us all. Surprised me, too. I assume so. Maybe Tassa did it herself. I know I wouldn't have put my own name on the list. What changes? Everything is done the way it was centuries ago. We're even using the exact same metal they used back then. If I changed anything, it would be to have enough time to get my hands dirty again. There's no free time overseeing these Komai. You came down here for a reason. What can I do for you? We have mines throughout the tasks, though most of them were abandoned until very recently. Most of our material comes from reforging old equipment. Someone dies or retires and we make something new from their stuff.
It's a fine tradition, if you don't mind going on patrol in your dead uncle's old pants.
Mock all you like, outcast. This way has worked for centuries. What can I do for you? Like most things around Solace, they got too costly and dangerous to maintain. The council thought it best to close them down. Councilor Kostya has argued to get some of them open again. We might be getting some new ores sometime soon. Is that Abidon's shiny beard? It is Star Metal. I've only had the pleasure of working with it a few times before. These days I work more with a quill than a hammer, but I think I can make an exception for this. And if the council doesn't like it, they can make someone else Forge Master. Oh, I'd be a happy man to be working the forge again. Oh, how I miss it! The question you should be asking is, what can't I do with it? I could refine and sharpen the material into a sword, certainly. Simple enough ask once you know the secrets of Star Metal. Alternatively, there's something I've wanted to make since the last time I had my hands on this stuff. The Star Metal Archivist. Now that sounds like a proper challenge. May Abaddon guide my hand, and this trial be worthy of Magrim's attention.
This ought to be good.
Here it is. A firearm unlike any other. I call it the Moonstrike Arquebus, for it will strike your enemies as fiercely as Abaddon's hammer struck the falling moon. You are most welcome, outsider. However, this material is unlike any other metal. It is superior in nearly every way, and an unmatched challenge to work. I want to see what else I could do with it. Bring me more fragments, and I will forge for you a blade unlike any other. Though with more star metal, I may be able to upgrade the Moonstrike Arquebus a bit more. Ha! If I knew where to find these shots, I would have done so already!
The council chamber is behind me. Take the lead.
Ready yourselves. Council's just up this lift.
Where is that caravan? I'm out of my element. People say Wodika is the goddess of...
You must be the outsider I've heard so much. Bolty? Is that you? Marius? Won't the Commandant be surprised? What can I do for Solis's most fascinating guests?
take pride in our home. Move along, outsider. Consultation hours are... Oh, my. Well, you must admit, it is striking. All philosophy is controversial here. Thoughts that do not challenge tradition might as well be tradition themselves. Our beloved founder, Nandru, sought to create a sanctuary in the deadliest part of the island. He called it Solace. Many believe Nandru was led here by a spirit guardian of some kind. Others believe he was simply an excellent judge of location. Regardless, many of his traditions remain in place to this day, while others may have fallen by the wayside. Well, that is a topic of much discussion. We know that in the end, Nandru sought peace and solitude. Some foolish souls say that Nandru traveled to the garden, and that he enjoys an afterlife of peace and bliss. Hogwash. I believe Nandru died alone, having found his silence at last. Nandru would never have considered bliss a true reward. Unfortunately, all we have is belief. Nandru's remains were never found, and no record exists of his passing. If you ask about the tilled ground made for growing plants, no. Very few here have that knowledge. But Nandru did speak of a garden from time to time. He created the Wardens of Solace to oversee that garden specifically. No one can say for sure what the garden meant to him, for none has set foot there. I fear I cannot help you beyond that. Well, that is a topic of much discussion. We know that in the end, Nandru sought peace and solitude. Some foolish souls say that Nandru traveled to the garden, and that he enjoys an afterlife of peace and bliss. Hogwash. I believe Nandru died alone, having found his silence at last. Nandru would never have considered bliss a true reward. If you ask these absolute Zadiks, they'd say not at all. I maintain that our solace is more in Sorina's vision than Nandru's. Our founder envisioned a safe place for all who reside or explore in the tusks. An admirable goal, certainly. Sorina's vision was more about safety for the people already within Solace. Outsiders be damned. Many, myself included, believe her traditions conflicted with Nandru's, which were more suited to a Solace in peacetime. Well, that is a topic of much discussion. We know that in the end, Nandru sought peace and solitude. Some foolish souls say that Nandru traveled to the garden, and that he enjoys an afterlife of peace and bliss. Hogwash. I believe Nandru died alone, having found his silence at last. Nandru would never have considered bliss a true reward. What more can I do to enlighten you?
An outsider! I've never seen someone so tall. tease me like this? Who let you in here? What do you want? Why am I in my own home? I think a better question is, why are you here? I must live, no, suffer in squalor now. Unfortunately, none of the merchants in the keep have things that live up to my tastes. But as long as Mihala continues to shun the rest of the lands, we must make do with an ever-shrinking supply of true goods. No one suffers as I do. Just leave me. Oh, and don't get anything dirty on your way out.
What am I going to do? We will talk about this later. Yes.
What is the meaning of this? Who let them in here?
They're here because I vouched for them.
Marius, you're alive.
There were rumors you died, Marius. We mourned you. You shouldn't have returned.
I trust you came back to us for good reason.
Indeed you do.
And we'll gladly help you. Right across our borders.
Believe me, I don't intend to stick around. Tell us what we need to know and we'll be gone before you remember to miss me.
Very well. We'll deal with you later.
So, you need our help. What do you expect us to do for you, precisely?
Whoa, they haven't thrown us out yet. Let's not push our luck.
That was unexpectedly insightful of you, Marius.
And people wonder why I left.
I apologize. That was not gracious of me. Envoy, you were about to make a request? There is no path.
Nor has there been for hundreds of years. There was a bridge once, but it fell in Nandru's time. How do you know of our garden, Envoy?
The garden is our sacred purpose. Its observation and protection, a task handed to us by Nandru himself. He once wrote that the island spoke to him. Perhaps as it has spoken to you.
The Envoy does bear a remarkable resemblance to our founder, does he not?
The markings on your face. I recognized them. But I didn't want to believe an Adiran could have anything in common with Nandru. Enough. I know you outlanders to be audacious, but claiming you read the lost journal of our founder, there are no words. If Nandru ever wrote such a thing, do you think the Pargrunen would forget it? Would the living archives misplace such an artifact? We did not lie to you. The bridge has fallen. The path is long gone.
If there is another way, Envoy, you will have to discover it yourself. But I fear you will be disappointed.
It has and always will be our duty to watch over the garden. Even if we knew of the potential of another path, we couldn't tell you. Your facial markings might be similar to Nandru's, but we will not change our ways for an accident of flesh and cartilage. You are an outsider and will remain one forever. The agent of an empire bent on destroying all that we have built. Envoy, you and those like you are why we are here. The Wardens exist to stand in your way.
However noble you may believe your purpose, it is yours alone.
It's mine, too.
You have no more standing in these halls than the Envoy does, Marius. We have no obligation, and indeed, no inclination to help you.
Goodbye, Envoy. Kostya, see the Envoy out of our halls. Enough time has been wasted on inconsequential matters.
With all due haste, Mihala.
And Marius, don't stay gone so long next time.
If this is the kind of warm welcome I can expect, I can't wait to come back.
Follow me, Envoy.
Right. I warned you they'd be useless. Or maybe I didn't, but I thought about it. You'd be better off tracking the Steel Garrote. At least they're not useless bureaucrats.
Poor Marius. At least I only had to deal with one politician. He's up against two.
Envoy. I just wanted a word before you went on your way. No, indeed. I feel I owe you an apology. The situation here is desperate. We have more mouths than food. The old sicken. The young suffer. But Mihala, she's a devoted warden to her core. I think she'd rather we starve than ask for help. Yes, she's more concerned about her pride than the fact our people are weakening from deprivation. She won't let our people leave, or speak with outsiders, or trade for the resources we need. There is no reasoning with her. Anything that doesn't strictly serve our oath to Nandru is treason of the highest order. It's why I play my part where she can see. I don't want to risk her wrath. I'm very sorry, Envoy. That was not the welcome to solace I would have liked you to receive. Mihala has firm principles, and I respect the strength of them. But it's all so pointless. If we stay in this keep, we will surely die. Neither our oaths nor this keep will prevent our people from starving. Change must happen. We need to leave the keep. Do you understand me? I understand. We have done little to earn your goodwill. The keep decays, and we drown in the rot. The wardens defend a corpse against that which would revive it. We will not last here much longer. Not without food, building materials, medical supplies. I let Nadiran trade caravans slip past our patrols, but that's hardly enough. We need so much more. All of which your ambassador in Paradis could provide. If I could only start the conversation. Mihala won't have it. Our isolation here is not elective, but imposed on us by her. And Nandru, and our long traditions. Tradition is a tricky thing to end, Envoy. People become attached, don't they, to the old ways of doing things? Even when those old ways are killing them. I have tried to broach the topic of trade with her many times, as have my predecessors with her predecessors, and clearly we have gotten nowhere. Then let me speak plainly. You're looking for another path to the garden. I don't know if there is one, but I know who might. You were right, you know. The Stilgarot are in the mines at Mount Forja, looking for the garden even as we speak. If they haven't found what you're looking for, they will soon. I hear their commander is a determined woman. Because I know how she'd react. Mihala would have had us rushing headlong to our deaths fighting the Stilgarot. She does not care about how the situation could advantage us. The garden does not matter to me. Whether it's you or the Stilgarot who find it, I don't care. Forget duty. Duty cannot feed our children. Duty cannot keep us safe. The Inquisitor is a questionable creature, but she might be all that stands between us and doom. She has the Ambassador's ear. With her support, he might agree to trade with us. It doesn't matter how reasonable he is if I don't have his ear. I am an aging dwarf from a small, fanatical order on the ass end of a volcanic wasteland. Against Mihala's wishes, I have written to him many times. He refuses to lend his ear. But if a powerful ally were to speak on my behalf, there might be something I could offer him. Something like the keep.
You give them the keep? Have you lost your ascendant mind?
You'd be giving up everything your people built here. Generations of history.
The keep. Its inane traditions. None of that means anything to me. I want to offer up Solace Keep to Adir and the Stilgarot in exchange for goods and gold. Its existence has cost us so much. The least it can do is buy a future for our people. I have been nothing but honest with you about my intention to save my people. If that is treachery, then I shall proudly bear the title traitor. Mihala believes your empire cannot see us as anything but rivals. After Fior, I suspect you Adherents think of the people of the Living Lands as little more than bugs to be crushed. If you think of us at all. An agreement may protect us from dying from deprivation, and perhaps also keep us safe from Adir's hunger. I promise you, this is all repellent to me too. But I will do what I must to save my people. It might seem a foolish idea, but better to be a fool who tried than a coward who did not. I thought you'd empathize with this more. Your quest for the garden is also a fool's errand. You are not the first person to have said that. I want you to get what you want, Envoy. My hope is that you don't kill the Inquisitor before I get what I want too. I would never ask you not to defend yourself, Envoy. In any case, the Steel Garrote are at the Mount Forja mines. To get there, head west across the primordial depths. Do as you will. I believe the Pagrunen and the Adirians can forge a mutually beneficial alliance. That will not happen if there is unnecessary bloodshed. Also, well, if you happen to head north, you might pass by the Living Archives, a monastery dedicated to preserving our history. The monastery hasn't been in touch in days, and I can't spare a warden to check on them. Please, look in on them, if you can.
Right, I get it. He wants us to run his errands.
I do, Marius, because I trust you. And by extension, I trust the Envoy. Is that so outrageous? You are missed here. Whatever the front I put forward may have led you to believe.
You have a funny way of showing it.
I wouldn't ask if it wasn't serious, Envoy. It is definitely a possibility. The Living Archives contain centuries of knowledge. I wouldn't be surprised if there were clues to the garden's location in there somewhere. But I'm afraid I don't know for sure. They are to the north of Solace Keep, along the main road. And beware, if my warden's reports are accurate, there are a considerable number of Zarps between here and there. Look for Elder Grigor at the archives. He should be able to give you a full accounting. I pray nothing terrible has happened. Thank you for this, Envoy. You are more than the villains your people are made out to be.
Andrada. So you're the outsiders my guards let into the keep. Sucker. Now I'm going to have to deal with Kazmi. And you're accompanied by a deserter.
There's the Joffrey I know. Still calling your parents by their first names.
Yes, I am. Every time I visit them. You should try it sometime. If you have a complaint, can it wait? I'm already dealing with enough. Ha! You're an outsider, and outsiders aren't allowed in Solace Keep. You lot are the only kith around who aren't dwarves. Or hadn't you noticed? And now one of my wardens has let you in. Mihala is going to arraign me for this. Not likely the council will agree with you, stranger. None of this is even my job. Not really, anyway. Mihala ordered me to take over for our Captain Petru until he comes back, but it's been weeks and no one's heard anything. Not one I wanted. This post has been exhausting. Mihala said it was council business, but there's nothing in his office. No journal, nothing. One of my wardens, Mina, is convinced something happened to him, but I don't have the time or resources to spare. Wish I knew. Mina's been distraught ever since Petru disappeared, so I've relieved her of her duties. I can't have one of my wardens like this, drunk and useless. She's likely over in the bar, drowning her sorrows. If there's anything to know about Petru, she'd know it.
Maybe earn a little trust with the locals.
Walk with the gods, outsider.
But Kostya says that Solace Keep is nothing but a crypt. He'll die in here. I'm so tired of listening to you. Kostya this, Kostya that. Solace Keep protects us all. I don't want to hear another word. With respect, Outlander, we didn't ask.
What's wrong with talking to the Outlander, We need outside opinions. We need medicine. You're sick, Mother.
Pargrunen affairs are Pargrunen affairs. We don't speak of them to outsiders.
Even if it costs you your life, Mother? You'd rather die than ask for help from an Outlander?
Kostya has a lot to answer for, poisoning our youth's minds with these ideas.
Once again, Outlander, we did not ask for your opinion. Leave us before we call for a warden's assistance.
Why won't you listen? If we don't change our ways, the Pargrunen are done for.
I don't want to hear another word of this.
Why won't you listen? If we don't change our ways, the Pargrunen...
Don't mean to be disrespectful.
An Outlander. What do you think it means?
What do you think what means?
Fresh? All this is fresh? Idiots.
A deer. A deer. A deer. A deer. A deer. A deer.
Welcome to Serina's Mercy, outsider. There's nothing for you to see.
Let me out of here right now! I'm innocent! I demand that this farce of a justice system answer for itself!
Do you do this every day?
Oh, thank the gods. Finally.
Renato here was selling our grave goods to traveling merchants. Don't let him tell about maps and causes. He's a common thief.
You know him? Then you can advocate for me.
You've got your work cut out for you. But if you want to try, go ahead.
I admit I took a few things from Pargruna Memorials. And I admit the caravans paid me a good price for them.
Expeditions have costs.
Fuitu meo. Haven't either of you heard of a thing called respect?
Sansa has no idea what the living lands are like. He sits in his emporium and thinks it's the Deadfire. Well, it's not. Every day out here is a matter of life and death.
We do fine without grave robbing.
I just needed to survive.
You can't just barge in and tell us what to do with our prisoners.
What does that mean?
I don't know, but I'm not paid enough to argue with it. You're free to go.
About time. I owe you, whoever you are. Actually, wait, I can do better than that. Take my notes. Just do me a favor and don't tell Sansa where I've been. I'll come up with something. As soon as I've found a place to bathe. That's an experience I won't repeat.
I'm getting too old for this.
What happened here?
If I never smell sulfur again, it'll be too soon.
Move along.
Help! My gods, they're killing us! Outlander, my gods, help me! We're being slaughtered! The archives! Please, gods! My brothers! My fellow monks! They changed into monsters before my eyes! They're tearing everything apart! Oh my gods, how could this be happening? Oh, thank the gods! Bless you, Outlander. Friend, thank you. Head north along the main road. The archives are on the bluff. You can't miss the smoke. Look for Gregor. He'll know what you need to do.
Zarb tracks. Lots of them. We're entering hostile territory.
Seek!
This has seen better days.
That I feel more comfortable here than in Solace.
I don't want to go. How do I don't want to patrol this place anymore. Solace Keep doesn't need us, but the people here, they do. Who are you? No, doesn't matter. I don't need to know. As long as you're not here to mess with the outcasts, we'll be fine. I'm watching you, though. Don't give me a reason to start a fight. I'm not trying to start anything, but I'm not going to let the outcasts come to any harm. Solis originally sent me out here to patrol and watch the outcasts, to make sure they're not causing trouble. But I never thought it was right. They don't need to be watched. They're not criminals. What they need is help. I guess that makes me a traitor then. I'd rather be one than someone who stands idly by. They're not bad people. The outcasts need help. Food, supplies, protection. Otherwise, it's a slow death. I can't help with the first two, but protection I can provide. The problem is, that's not the mission Solis Keep wants me to perform. Do me a favor. Take my badge to Radut. Tell him you found it on my corpse. I'll be free then. Another selfish place they fool. Fine. I'll figure out something myself. Stupid patrol. What a waste of my time. Stupid patrol. What a waste of my time. Stupid patrol. What a waste of my time.
Nice job, everyone.
Need better equipment.
I'm sick.
Look alive. Taking damage!
Oh, you see that?
someone! Come on!
Who are you, spirit? Go away. I know you're not real. I'll stop you if I must.
The trap cuts. The fox cries at the pain of the hare. The justice of the wild.
The plague's corrupted the rest of us. Steel garrot. Our minds broken. I won't let it take me. I'll keep my sanity. You're not real. Can't be. No, go away, spirit.
Hey, look, it's Captain Elf here.
We've both seen this before. This is the Dream Scourge at work.
Is that my name? Alpha? I've been wondering. But is it me I'm frightened of? Or her? My soul is mine. Mine, it will not be despoiled. What was that prayer Lulun taught us to banish the visions? Fearsome Rodica, by your withering gaze, I bind this tricksome devil. Oh, gods, it's still there. I see the canopy of a tree inside your soul. No! Stop looking at me. I don't want to see it.
Right. She's gone. I'd almost suggest leaving her like this.
No, no. My soul is my own. I want to live.
They're coming!
I'm done!
Unseat!
That's done? Who's hungry?
At least the volcano's easy to find.
I heard something.
Nicely done.
This one's mine.
You should be here.
We've got company.
Tell all you got!
That was a close one. Steel Garrod did this. You can tell because the cowards ran away.
We won't let them get far.
Stop right there. I'm with you.
Behind
Good shooting, Kai.
Just like the good old days.
Feed you to the water.
Please help me. Let's finish this.
I'm sick.
Thank you. I don't know what would have happened if you hadn't come. I don't know. They caught me. They said they had questions. And then they stopped making sense. Just nonsense.
That's the dream scourge, all right.
Please. There is a friend of mine hiding in the summit. You have to help me before it's too late.
Let's hope it's not too late.
You shouldn't be here.
I'm sick.
Watch your right.
Left leg. I won't let him go.
Nicely done.
There's gotta be another way through.
Under my protection.
I'm sick.
What's the left?
I'm sick.
steel garrotes left in a hurry. Either they were 2 steps ahead of us, or running for their lives.
Are these Pargrunan books? Like campfire reading? I wonder how the steel garrote got them. They've got Solace Keep circled on that map. Whatever this means, it isn't good.
There's no obvious path from Solace.
Hang on. What if that path is under the keep? Someone must have told Ludwig. Even amongst a tight-knit group like the Pargrunan, there's always someone with a price.
We can't allow the steel garrote to reach the garden. You are meant to go there, and we are meant to take you. Don't forget the plants and animals. Their souls depend on us as well.
We won't let them down.
Trespasser, she defiles our ground. Murderer, she is near.
You will go no further. The garden is under our protection.
And who is going to stop me? The time has come to take the garden.
Orphans will never...
Yesterday, this island suffered in the grip of its own madness. Today, the living lands unites under one flag. One people. One law. One true God.
No! Never again!
Bad enough as paladins.
I'll take your ass shot!
Let's talk. I was worried for a second. So here you are. Sapadal coaxed you toward the garden, a spider luring a fly to the safety of the web.
Who spins? Who rides? She weaves a trap of steel.
Look at my paladin's armor. Look what your god has done to us. I should have realized it sooner. The Dream Scourge is Sapadal's weapon. A cudgel to drive us out of the living lands. Then Sapadal's danger is only outmatched by their unpredictability.
I don't believe your god could knowingly wield the Dream Scourge. Their mind is broken, with no capacity for malice.
And no capacity for reason either. Like a child playing with their mother's invention. Isn't that right?
You talk too much. The dead should remain silent.
What a pair we make, Envoy. Proxies in a war between gods. Your patron versus my faith. A war that ends here and now. The choice is ours. Do we trust our own judgment, or do we gamble it all on the monster whispering in your ear? You've seen what they can do in chains. Setting them loose would be a disaster. No matter where we turn, we find the consequences of Sapadal. Plague, blight, madness. The Living Lands hangs by a thread because mortals cannot live in the shadow of a god, much less one that's lost its mind.
I hate to say this, but she's got a point. Not that I trust her with the solution.
Use whatever brain is left in your skull. Mortals have been here for centuries. It's only gotten worse since you arrived.
You and I alone can save the Living Lands by destroying the unending madness of Sapadal.
Break the bars!
You know them best. If that's what you believe, I'll stand by you.
Hear that, you shambling old bag of bones? You decaying cesspit of nightmares?
I knew it might come to this. Sapadal has a stronger claim on you than we ever did. Still, I had hoped your wisdom would prevail, if not your loyalty. What a shame to destroy so much potential. You are the key to Sapadal's prison. That isn't your fault. It merely is. And it has to end. Prepare yourself for the beyond.
Let them be up! Fight us in the dark!
On your right! Got
I'm sick! First
Careful, to the left!
On your right!
Won't get through this! Come on! Come on!
That's one for us.
We got the Inquisitor. Almost feels too good to be true. This isn't the first time she's died. It might not be the last. I hate to say it, but whatever did that, whatever turned all those people into dream thralls, I think it was Salvador.
We've got to get you to the garden, whatever it takes.
Vipers in a knot. The venom drowns us. Save us, please.
you